Morning, students. I hope you all are well, healthy, and fit, and enjoying your holidays. In the last lecture, we talked about the different type of cells. So, in today's lecture, we will talk about cells, tissues, organ, and organisms, and also how they are connected to each other. So, let's start. As we know that cell is the smallest living thing in the body. Basically, cell is the structural, functional and fundamental unit of life. Now, what do you mean by tissue? Basically, a group of cells with similar structure and function. This group of cells are called tissue. So basically, tissue is the group of same type of cells. When a similar cells and structure function are grouped together, it's called tissue. What is organ? Organ is basically when different tissues join together to make a large group of cells called an organ. Like brain, heart, stomach, kidney, these are organs and they are made up of different tissues. When these different tissues join together to make a large group of cells called an organ. Now come to the organ system. Organ system basically a group of organs that contribute to a specific function with the body called an organ system. Like nervous system, digestive system, these are the different organ system. Organisms. Basically, when all the organs and the organ systems in a living thing form a larger group, the body of the living thing, which is known as living organisms. So what do we understand? The smallest thing in the body is cell. When cells group together form tissue. When different tissues join together, they form an organ. When different organ and organ system join together, they form organ system. And these organ system make a larger body, which is known as living organism. So this is an animals as a living organism. Cells make tissues, tissues make organ, organ make organ system and organism. So now let's talk about the animal as living organism. As we know that there are many kind of cells in animal bodies and they form many kinds of tissue. These in turn form group of make organs, systems and the organism itself. So for example, the stomach is an organ that stores and digests food. It can be thought of as a muscular bag which is churns up food in the digestion process, but it is made of more than just muscle cells. For our stomach, it's not just only made up of one type of muscle cells. They are made up of different type of cells like gastric pits, tissue fiber making cells, tissue mucus secreting cells, inner epithelium cells, longitudinal muscles. So they all are joints together to make an organ stomach. So let's discuss. As we know that the inner surface of the stomach is lined with a tissue of epithelial cells. And we already discussed the function of epithelial cells. Epithelial cells secrete mucus which helps the food slide by. So the function of mucus which helps to secrete to help the food slide by. If there is no mucus is present in our inner line or inner surface of the stomach, then the food cannot be slide in the stomach. So this is the function is done by epithelial cells. There are cavities in the lining called gastric pits, where tissue of gland cells secrete digestive juices to break down the food. So basically there are cavities present in the lining called gastric pits, and where tissues of gland cells secrete digestive juices, and the function of these digestive juices to break down the food into smaller pieces. So the epithelial and gland cells are supported by a layer of fibers made from fiber making cells. This layer connects to the layer of smooth muscles tissues. So basically all these tissues form the structure called stomach, and this is connected to the other digestive organs to form digestive system. This system, this digestive system is very closely linked to the other system such as the circulatory system, where blood vessels in the intestine take away absorbed food and carry it around the body. The group of closely linked organ systems form the organisms. As we discussed that the stomach is made up of different tissues and cells, and digestive system is made up of different organs, and the organism are made up of different organ system. This is how the animal body is made up of. Cells is the smallest unit of the human or any living organism. So now let's move forward to plants as living organism. The cells which form the outer covering of a plant are broad and flat, and joining together form a tissue called epidermis. You can see in the diagram the outer broad, flat and joined together to form a tissue called epidermis. You can see the epidermis, the topmost layer in this diagram. Just below the epidermis you can see a palisade mesophyll cells, and just below the palisade mesophyll tissue you can see the spongy mesophyll tissue. Now let's talk about their function. In a leaf, they cover a layer of palisade cells which forms a tissue called palisade mesophyll tissue. As we already know the function of palisade cell, the function of palisade cell is to collect light from the sun and utilize it in the process called photosynthesis, from which the plants make their own food. So the function of palisade mesophyll tissue is to collect light and make food. And just beneath the palisade mesophyll tissue are rounded shaped cell gaps between them, which forms a spongy mesophyll tissue. This task to help water to the leaf for use making food. As we know that in the process of photosynthesis, plants make their own food by using sunlight, water and carbon dioxide to make its food. So they trap light by using palisade cell, and they take water by using mesophyll tissue. So they, for the water they use xylem tissue. Xylem tissue is a vascular tissue or transport tissue. The function of the xylem tissue is to transport water and nutrient throughout the plant. So basically the plant takes the water by using xylem tissue, and this xylem tissue sends the water to the mesophyll tissue which is present in the leaf. and basically xylem tissue collect the water from the roots of the plant, and they send this water to the mesophyll tissue, where they uses that water in the process of photosynthesis. There is also one important thing present in the leaf of the cell, in the leaf of a plant, is its stomata. Stomata basically a specialized pair of cells in the lower epidermis of a leaf can bend to make opening through which the water vapor can escape from the spongy mesophyll. These openings are called stomata. As we know that the plant takes the water by using xylem tissue. When the excess of water which is not using in the process of photosynthesis, this excess of water escapes from the mesophyll tissue by the opening called stomata, and stomata is controlled by guard cell. So epidermis and xylem tissue join with other tissue to make other organs of the plant such as root, stem, bud and flower. Together all the organs make up the organism, the plant. Okay, so what we learned that the epidermis and xylem tissue join with other tissues to make other organs of the plant such as root, stem, bud and flower. Together all the organs make up the organism, the plant. Hope you all understand this topic. I will give you a one worksheet and you have to complete that worksheet in your previous year science notebook. Thank you. And the one important thing, this is the last lecture of the chapter we studying. Okay? Thank you.